Hi yogis, welcome to Yoga with Mesa. My name is Mesa and today I have a 20-minute vinyasa flow for you. We're gonna move nice and slow and just start to get our blood flowing, connect our mind, our body, our breath. So if that sounds good to you and you're ready to go, let's grab our mats and get started.
Let us begin our practice in child's pose. Guide your big toes close to touch. Allow your knees to come out wide and start to melt your chest and forehead towards your mat as you reach your hands to the front of your space. Settle in here. Start to soften. Slow down your mind. Arrive within the four corners of your mat. Make it your home for the next 20 minutes. Draw an awareness to your breath by taking a deep breath in and out. Take another breath just like that, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Come all the way to empty as you hug your belly button into your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Start to slowly peek towards the front of your space. Press into your palms, then shift your hips forward. Carry that breath with you throughout your practice here to stay with your mind, body, and breath connection. As you breathe in, lower your belly, roll your shoulders back, and tilt your pelvis high. Cow pose. As you breathe out, hug your belly button into your spine, round your back. Inhale, hammock your belly. Open your heart, gaze to the sky. Exhale, tuck and round. Press your palms into the earth to feel a deep stretch between your shoulder blades. Cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more round of cat-cow. Breathe in. And out. Inhale, meet back in your tabletop with your hips over your knees. And then start to walk your hands towards the top of your space and melt your chest towards your mat. Puppy pose. Opening your heart, stretching into your shoulders. Allow your forehead onto your mat. Maybe you give it some gentle rocks side to side to massage your third eye. Soften with every breath out here. Inhale, peek towards the front of your space. Press into your palms and walk them just a palm print back. And then tuck your toes. Inhale, hover your knees. Exhale, send your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Start to walk out your dog by pedaling out your feet, and taking turns stretching the backs of your legs. Keep pressing into your palms as you stay wide through your fingertips and melt your chest towards your thighs. Keep lifting your hips up towards the sky. If you want to play a little more, maybe you breathe in and come up onto your tippy toes. And as you exhale, see if you can melt your heels a little closer to your mat. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders over your wrists, come into a high plank. Option to lower your knees down to your mat here. Inhale for your high plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, low plank. Now allow your chest to melt down to your mat. Press your palms into your mat just by your rib cage. And as you inhale, extend your arms, lift your heart, upward facing dog. Option to press into the tops of your feet here to hover your knees and your thighs. Gaze to the sky. Exhale, roll over your toes and send your hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right toes high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee, tuck it in, and then step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale. Exhale, shift your hips back, extend your right leg, flex your right foot, come into your half split. Guide your hands anywhere that helps support you here as you deepen into the back of your right leg. Shift your right hip back and your left hip forward to stay level in those hips. Inhale, shift forward, plant your palms, step your right foot back, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward to your high plank. Option to keep that right leg lifted as you flow down through your chaturanga, yogi push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your left toes high up to the sky. Exhale, bend your left knee and plant your left foot in between your hands. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right knee and shift your hips back. Extend your left leg. Half split. Again, wander those hands wherever they best support you. Maybe they reach behind or out in front or by your sides. Shift your left hip back and guide your right hip forward here to deepen that stretch in the back of your left leg. Find length in your spine as you breathe in. And melt your chest closer to your thigh as you breathe out. Walk your hands back to the top of your space. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, lift your right knee, and send your left leg up and back to your three-legged dog. Exhale. Inhale, high plank. Option to keep that left leg lifted. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. There's your vinyasa. Inhale, start to walk your feet towards the top of your space into your forward fold. Option to ragdoll here by reaching for opposite elbows. Maybe you find a nice generous bend in your knees as you allow your low back to release. Can you allow your head and your neck to hang heavy? Maybe you take some sways with your head side to side, or nod yes, nod no. Inhale, guide your palms to your shins. Find length in your spine, halfway lift. Reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, stay for a breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Toe heel your feet into touch. Ground down through your feet and root to rise one vertebra at a time. Meet with your hands overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, guide your hands to your heart. Sink your hips down and back, chair pose. Peek down at your toes and make sure you can see them all in front of your knees. Squeeze your seat, squeeze your thighs, your core. Keep your heart space lifted. Press your palms together and stay wide through your elbows. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up. Guide your hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up. Guide your hands overhead. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Sink your hips down and back. Chair pose. Can you get a little deeper this time? Keep your heart lifted. Keep pressing your palms together, staying wide through those elbows. Stay with your breath. Breathe in, stand. Guide those hands overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Fold forward. Plant your palms and walk your feet to the back of your space, your high plank. Inhale. Flow through your vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog with your right leg. Exhale, step your right foot in between your palms. Ground your left foot at an angle, stay bent in your front knee, and inhale to cartwheel your hands open to your left. Warrior two. Exhale to deepen your hips. Hug your belly button into your spine. Press the knife edge of your left foot out. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, guide your right elbow to your right knee, or reach your fingertips towards your mat, and then reach your left arm up overhead or towards the front of your space. Extended side angle. Allow your left hand to come around your low back or reach around your right hip crease. As you inhale, float your right arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Breathe in. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands to the top of your space. Plant your palms. Step your right foot up and back. Flow through your vinyasa. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, hover your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee and step that foot in between your hands. Ground your right foot and twist your hands over to the right. Warrior two. Gaze over your front palm as you soften your hips deeper to the space below you. Stay with your breath. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, melt your chest forward. Guide your left elbow to your left knee or left fingertips towards your mat. Maybe they hover above that space as you press that arm into your left thigh. Guide your right arm overhead or towards the front of your space. Extended side angle. Perfect. Guide your right arm behind your low back or rest on your back leg. Then inhale to float your left arm up and back. Stay bent in your front knee. Reverse warrior. Feel that stretch in your left side rib cage. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the top of your space. Plant those palms and send your left leg up and back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, this time let your knees stay on your mat. As you exhale, shift your hips back to meet your heels. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, shift your hips forward to your tabletop. And then guide your seat back onto your heels. So you're in a hero's pose with your shins on your mat. And then a couple of options here. Either guide your hands behind you and press into your palms as you open your heart forward. If this is plenty, stay here, gently opening your heart. If you'd like to go for camel pose, press into your hands. Maybe you guide them onto your heels. And then lift your hips up by squeezing your seat. Beautiful. Exhale, guide your hips back to your heels. And walk your hands forward to your child's pose. Help release your low back for just a breath. Breathe in and out. And we'll take camel again one more time. Maybe you stay with your seat on your heels and just walk your hands behind you to open your heart by rolling those shoulders back. Or maybe you press yourself up into your camel by squeezing your sit bones, opening your hips, opening your heart, gaze behind you. Breathe through the sensation here. Breathe in. Exhale, gently release. Walk your hands forward. Sit bones to your heels, child's pose. Inhale, shift forward to your tabletop, and then guide your sit bones to your mat, whichever way makes the most sense in your body. Point your knees up towards the sky and your hands towards the horizon in front of you. Inhale, lengthen your spine, grow tall. Exhale, softly and lovingly lower your back to your mat, one vertebra at a time. Guide your feet close to touch, so the bottoms of your feet are together, up by your hips, and then allow your knees to melt open to the sides. Reclined butterfly. Option to bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly to feel the rise and fall of your chest, of your belly with every breath. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat. Softening with every breath. More breath in and one more breath out. Use those hands to kindly guide your knees back in, and then start to walk your feet towards the bottom of your space. Allow your legs to fall out long, your arms out long by your sides. Take up as much space as you'd like for your final pose. Scan from the crown of your head down through your toes to find any last bits of tension that may be hiding out, and you offer them some release by breathing into that space. Surrendering on your exhale. Relax your forehead, your jaw, shoulders, hips. Relax your legs, your feet. Anywhere else you feel tension, let it go. Take one more deep breath in and out. here now and trust that I will guide you when it's time to awaken. Shavasana. If you would like to remain resting, maybe you pause the video here. Feel free to rest as long as you'd like, surrendering to the benefits of your practice. Know that you deserve every moment of rest. If you're ready to awaken, start finding some micro movements in your arms and legs. Through your fingers and toes, give them some wiggles. Rock your head side to side. Take a big stretch by breathing in and reaching your arms overhead. As you exhale, bend your knees and roll over onto whichever side calls to you. In fetal pose. Press your palm into the earth. Gently press yourself up into an easy seat where we can meet to seal practice together. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up today and showing yourself this beautiful form of love through the practice of yoga. Guide your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and let it go. May you be at peace, may you be at ease, and may you have the courage to follow your heart. With all of my love, Namaste.